Hi, I'm Richard Bernal. Welcome to Kilson Street with Suavecito Pomade. Today we bring you a band from Los Angeles, California. Here between you, me. Great job. Here between you, me, everybody. We'll be right back after a short break.
Remember to join us for the news after the interview. I'm not nervous, I'm just high on cocaine.
All right, here between you, me. And like always, we start with names and ages.
My name's Daryl. I'm 28 years old.
I'm Terrence. I'm 28 years old as well.
I'm Xavier. I am 26.
Baby.
Little baby.
It's a bit of a tongue twister for me, but what's up with the band name? Where's that come from?
The band name is a quote from Star Wars. in Empire Strikes Back, when Yoda is explaining where the Force comes from, he says that it exists all around us and it's here between you, me. So that's where it comes from.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You guys fanatics of those movies?
Yeah, I grew
Or
up
is it
watching
just a
that.
cool line?
Yeah, just
like it.
grew up watching Star Wars. Yeah.
If I tell you how hardcore of a Star Wars fan, you'd probably be pretty weirded out. So
No, I'm gonna be weirded out. It's just I just trip out sometimes on how hardcore some people are. I've never seen them personally, so I'm just like,
you're missing out, my friend. There's a Star Wars convention coming in about 2 months. I bought my ticket 2 years in advance.
honestly,
Yeah, in Anaheim. So I'm super excited.
what'd the ticket go for?
It was like $140. You can get a free T-shirt.
Free T-shirt
Yeah,
though.
there you go.
All right. Where did the love and passion for this type of music come from?
Well, I grew up playing video games. I've played them my whole life. I worked for a video game company. Like this, my whole life. Like I was the only child. I didn't have like a lot of. Well, I guess I had a lot of friends to play with, but growing up, I always spent a lot of time alone. So my parents bought me like video games, or I would trade with my friends. It's just something I grew up with, even when I was a teenager. So when I was like getting into like music, like punk and stuff like that, I still played a lot of video games in my room instead of going out to shows. So eventually, those two things kind of met, like together when I was like later in adult years.
For the drums, when did you start playing the drums?
I would say around like 10 or 11 years old I started, and just got lessons from different drummers and stuff like that, and then started learning from books and stuff. But I'm still learning a lot. I don't think I'm there yet.
How hard is it to play that double bass pedal? Like, I can barely play the fucking single one. How hard is it to play the double one?
It is challenging, definitely, but you just gotta practice, pretty much. Yeah.
Basically, right?
Yeah.
For the bass,
I started playing around 12 years old, and I started with bass. I moved on to like guitar, drums, anything I could get my hands on. But ever since I started playing, I kind of just fell in love with music. So, yeah.
where'd you get that pickguard you have? You have like a space pickguard that's fucking awesome as fuck.
I got it online. I forget the website.
What'd that run?
Like $40.
Oh, see, it's a sick pickguard. It makes the guitar look cool, and then your shirt as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I've
matching.
before I wanted to get some pickguards that were like different and make the guitars different. They give them their own spice, but yours is pretty awesome. All right, the Game Boy. Why specifically the Game Boy that you have?
It's I don't know. Like if I could be making music right now, it would just be like New Order or Joy Division kind of stuff. But I was like, a lot of people are kind of doing that thing, so why not throw in something weird? So I just learned how to program songs in the Game Boy. And so basically the kind of music we're making is just like stuff I would make even if it didn't have a Game Boy. Like I'd just be using regular keyboards, but the Game Boy is just fun to use. Like having that Game Boy on a table and having kids just watch, or watch you just play along to like a toy from 20 years ago, it freaks them out. But that's what's fun about it. It's just kind of weird and fun at the same time.
All right, have you guys ever thought of making a video game to go with the music that you guys play? And you say you work making video games?
I work for a video game hardware company, so we make like old school controllers, stuff like that. So I do work with a lot of like old school gaming stuff, but I can't program for crap. I thought about doing it, but that's maybe like later on when I learn how to like program or code or something like that. So.
Any ideas of a music video?
I don't know,
Space.
Space. So we have a single called "Fight for You," and I just wanted it to be a bunch of people on a treadmill in front of a green screen, and then we have like a space backdrop, and then we put it in slow motion, so it looks like everyone's just floating in space. We haven't shot that yet, but that'd be pretty cool. It would look pretty drugs. It would just look like drugs, basically.
There's with the music you guys have up and coming. There's this. I was asking you earlier. There's a female on the cover of the Fire EP.
Yes.
And who is she, or is she anyone?
So basically, all our music is tied together by like a rough storyline. It's about a bunch of kids in either the 80s or the 90s. I don't know yet. But they encounter like a monster that's destroying their town. So the girl is sort of like the main character, or one of the main characters, and Fire is about a bunch of kids having a bonfire on the beach, just being young, high school, and she just got done hooking up with some dude, and then it's just about being like young, just hanging out and stuff. So, but her name's Jenny, I believe. I think that's what I name her.
You guys have played with the Littlest Viking we've had on. What is this about the Split EP?
Yeah. You guys want to talk about it?
So through a mutual friend of ours, Mike over at Mountain Man Records, he just decided to kind of hook us up with Littlest Viking. I've always been a fan of Littlest Viking.
They're the shit. They're one of my favorite
They're
fucking
awesome.
bands.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Nuts. Yeah, so we were lucky enough to get on that split with them. And yeah, it came out in like late October, early November, so we have copies of that. Comes in a couple of colors. It's pretty
12-inch
sweet.
vinyl.
Yeah.
Mountain Man Records. It's really good.
When was the other? You said something was going to come out maybe by this summer?
We're thinking of putting out, by the beginning of this summer. So it'll be 7 tracks. It'll be everything we've been playing for the past 3 years. Like I said, it ties in with the story. So I'll either do like a really simple, sort of interactive, maybe a game, maybe a comic book, or just like maybe like a storybook or something like that. Just something like, so when you get the album, it's not just music. There's other things you can interact with too. So.
Do you do the recording?
Oh, yeah, we do the recordings at home currently, yeah. Like, I do it kind of right now, so.
How'd you get into trying or that? Because I saw something that was Bandcamp or something, and it had him as record.
Yeah, I've been recording.
Just trial and error?
Yeah, kind of that, yeah. I went to school and got an audio engineering degree, I guess, and...
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm still learning. You know, there's a lot of things that I need to like learn, but yeah, I'm getting better. You know, it's
the cool thing about Daryl is like recording all this video game music. There's no guidelines yet. There's no one teaching how to do it. So basically, Daryl had to learn as we recorded, as we started playing as a band. So like he's pretty much a wizard in that sense. Like, he just learned how to record all this weird sounds by himself. So I commend him for that.
Who are some of the... Oh, you guys have played with Littlest Viking on a bill. You guys have even played with Block.
yeah,
Block.
Yeah, Block.
awesome.
Pretty interesting band. Any other bands that you want to give a shout out to that you've played with?
Joyce Manor.
Joyce Manor. We love those guys. They are also from Long Beach. Who else? Field Trip. They're not together anymore, but they're from Fullerton. These guys are awesome. And Fart Barf. We played with Fart Barf a ton of times.
Yeah.
Every single time, they blow us away. They're like my favorite, one of my favorite local bands right now. Like they're always going to be.
If somebody wants to go and check out your music or contact you guys for a show, where would they have to go?
You could contact us. Either go to herebetweenyoumi.com or herebetweenyoumi@gmail.com, and we check that regularly. So.
Our music's on like Bandcamp, SoundCloud.
It's herebetweenyoumi.bandcamp.com or soundcloud.com/herebetweenyoumi. And you may be tempted to put in here between you and me, like a lot of people do.
No
but
and.
there's no and. I want to it's so the people do it so much. I want to name our first full length no and or something. I don't know. What's that, like Leonard Skinnerd? They did that because people kept mistyping their name or something like that.
All right, from all of us here at Kilson Street with Suavecito Pomade, we'd like to thank Here Between You and Me.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Good afternoon and welcome to Kilson Street Action News. We're no longer Kilson Street News at 3 a.m. Why? because now we do the news when the action is, all the time. Today's top news story, Benjamin Matisyahu is releasing an LP. It's a spoken word album. Apparently he's against U.S.-Iranian negotiations. When reached for comment, Secretary Rice said, is this Secretary Condoleezza Rice or Susan Rice? Wow, my intern said, what's the difference? They all look alike anyway, which is extraordinarily racist, and none of us at Killstream Street News condone that type of language. You are fired. Note to producer, please stop recruiting at Bob Jones University. Anyway, Secretary Rice said, a bad deal with Iran is better than no deal. President Obama said, nothing new in Netanyahu's speech. And former President Bush said, Netanyahu, you tell that guy like black people now. He's that hip-hop guy, right? I think that joke's factually accurate. Anyway, ISIS still exists and gas prices are extraordinarily high. There's no joke there. I just think they're kind of related because they're both very scary. Hillary Clinton's in the news. Apparently, she never used her official State Department email. On the bright side, she does have an official Snapchat account. So keep sending those dick pics, Internet. I know I have. At least I hope it's been to the right account. I have a cousin named Hillary. She's been acting kind of weird lately. And she's also my intern, and she's looking at me kind of angry. But who cares? And our last story, Michael Jordan is the first athlete to make it to the Forbes Richest Americans list, which is a major accomplishment because he's both black and rich. And as we know, the universe is immensely racist. Good job, Michael Jordan. You can now afford to buy several Jordans. The joke is they're very expensive. And lastly, I'm being told I need to do the weather, which is going to be very hard because I'm being told I need to stand up, and I did forget to wear pants today. Long story, my wife is cheating on me. Anyway, there's a cold front in this area of the country. If you live there, I'm sorry. If you can't afford to move, I feel sorry for you. Over here in California, it's very pleasant, and I'm assuming that weather is accurate. There's just kind of like a green screen behind me. I'm just kind of, improvising the weather. So don't quote me on that. Join us here next week when we'll have special in-studio guests, President Barack Hussein Obama. I tweeted at him several hours ago, and I'm sure he'll get back to me any minute now. I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone out there in the realm of the internet for watching Killstream Street Action News. Please remember to subscribe here in the bottom in the corner. God bless. See you next week, and stay happy.
And now, here between you and me with their second song entitled Fire.
Fire, let it burn to indigo, just let it glow. We on the summer, let your pretty ankles show, just let me know. We'll show the ocean we can dance like animals on chemicals. No time for patience, we just want the fireworks, just let it burn.